in today's video I'm going to be doing my June wrap up, and it may take me a while, so I'm going to do my July TBR in the next video because I have a funny feeling I'm probably going to chat for a really long time and the video is going to be too long if I do both together. Oh my god, how long has it been since I made a book video? Exams. Don't even. I know. I am a terrible person. I stopped reading for months. Last year I managed to cope semi-well with it. I mean, I did read one book for like 2 months, The Maze Runner, that little beep. But this year I decided to just like give up on the whole trying to read during exams thing because it wasn't gonna happen. I had more exams this year. I was also resitting a few from last year, so I just sort of wanted to focus because I'm out of college now. I am now a free human being. I have nothing to do with my life until I hopefully get accepted into a university. So I have nothing going on. So I'm reading! My exams finished on the 16th, and yes, I did start one of these books during half term, so technically 2 weeks before my exams finished, but I did have a week off and like a 2-3 week break between my exams, so I took that opportunity to get a little bit of reading done. I read about half of a book, and I'm proud of myself because I still managed to revise efficiently and effectively enough that hopefully I haven't failed. I'm gonna get into the wrap up, and you may notice a theme emerging in the books that I've read this month, because the theme for this month's and July's and no, not August's, oh maybe August, depends on how much I spend in bed watching Netflix. Depends on whether August is also included in my childhood reading sesh. Yep, that's happening. Okay. First book I read in June is the lovely King's Cage. Now I actually started this in May, as I said, during May half term. Now I can't tell you much about this book because it is the 3rd book in the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard, but I will just say it broke my heart. I now have absolutely no idea who I want to succeed in this love triangle thing because the last few chapters changed everything for me. I mean, I know everybody has like their faves and whose team they're on, but I am always loyal to whose team I'm on, especially like in the series Throne of Glass. Like, I am loyal to Dorian, okay? I do have some Kale tendencies, but I'm loyal to Dorian, okay? In this, I was loyal to Cal at the beginning, then I switched to Maven, then I switched back to Cal, then I was on Maven, then I was on Cal, and now I have absolutely like no idea. I kind of want Mare to just like run away and find someone new. That's my view. So this book series follows a girl called Mare Barrow who discovers that she has powers like the Silvers, and they are like gods, but she has red blood and reds aren't supposed to have powers, so dun dun dun. And she also happens to out herself in the middle of a televised event to find the next queen. So yeah, genius, Mare. Not the dumbest thing she's done, I'm gonna admit. Now the next book I read is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Look at my swanky new Ravenclaw 20th anniversary edition of the first Harry Potter book. How gorgeous! Also, thank you so much for going back to the original Ravenclaw colours and not doing what the film did and changing it. I appreciate it. If you didn't know, I actually bought 2 of these because I am a really nice friend. Those of you who have me on Instagram and Snapchat would have seen I invited my best friend Mia over for a Harry Potter movie marathon, which turned into a sleepover where we watched Riverdale because we were spending too much time bitching about how bad the films were compared to the books. And I gave her a Slytherin edition because she's in Slytherin. And I feel like me and Nia have like this unspoken bond when it comes to house pride. Sort of lonely. I'm not gonna tell you what happens in Harry Potter if you don't know by now. Where have you been? Honestly. Next up I read Chamber of Secrets. Look at this, it's my battered up paperback. 1st edition though, so I have 2 copies of this. 3 copies of this. I have the normal paperback, I have the 20th anniversary, and then I have the Bulgarian edition. I read a lot of Harry Potter books. Next up I read City of Ashes. This is by Cassandra Clare. It is book 2 in the Mortal Instruments / Shadowhunters series. I have since stopped watching the TV show because I found I can't keep up with the 2 timelines because they are so different. If you've had me on Snapchat since Shadowhunters came out, then you know that I have a lot of feelings towards the show. I think that the way that they are handling it is definitely better than the way they did it in the film. I still haven't decided which cast I prefer because I like both Clary and Jace's together, but I can't pick who's my favourite out of the Claces, and I prefer the Alec and Izzy in the TV show, but the Simons look so similar, I can't decide. And I also prefer movie Magnus because I have his face on a book, and so I think I've just been like used to seeing him, but TV show Magnus is also really hot and was in Glee, so like I feel like musical theatre kids, we need to stick together. The reason why book 2 and not book 1 is because last year I tried to reread the series and then Shadowhunters just took over my brain, and now I'm like, do you know what, it's got to a point in the show where I just really can't be bothered. I'm not gonna spoil anything except for this one thing, okay? The big reveal about Clary and Jace's real relationship happens in the TV show, and then the Sealy court kiss happens. Which is completely pointless because the whole point of the Sealy court kiss is to make it awkward before they find out who they are. They've messed with the timeline too much, basically, in the TV show. Anyway, so I read the second book, and this book series is basically about a girl who discovers that she was born to fight demons, but she just didn't because her mum kind of hid her from the world. Next up is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Look at how beat up this copy is. Not as beat up as this one. Okay, this one is mine. It's in nice, lovely condition. This one is my brother's. Kind of sun damaged. I own 3 copies of this. Yeah, I have another one of these paperbacks. The next book I read is City of Glass, which is the 3rd book in the series and probably one of the most annoying, for me anyway, because you fall in love with a character but you know there's something dodgy going on and then you get stabbed in the back, or rather they do. This is not a laughing matter! And then you sort of just end up dying at like 3 AM because it's been a while since you've read it and you sort of forgot that that's how things turn out and you're like, oh, alright. By the way, how are they going to do this in the TV show? The whole point of Clary going to Idris was to save her mum. But then the TV show, no spoilers, but she's not allowed to save her mum anymore. So why would Clary go to Idris? Why would this entire book happen? Just saying. They've messed with the timeline too much. And the last book I read is Goblet of Fire. Oh, it's a 1st edition hardback. I also have it in paperback. Yeah. I did start reading 2 books that I will show you for my July TBR. But yes, that is it for this week's video, guys. I'm really proud of how much I managed to read, considering I only started reading on the 16th. No, not the 16th. The 17th of June. The day after my exams finished. And to be honest, that's a lot of books for me. I know I read fast, but I've never read this fast. Especially with Harry Potter. These are big books! The first 3 aren't, but this is a big book! King's Cage ain't exactly tiny. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, as always, links down in the description, so make sure you follow me, subscribe, and all jazz, and see you next time with a brand new video. Ciao! Mwah. Bye!